few notes, a bit nervous. Try not to read like that. So, hello. My name is Molly Matheson. I'm the founder of Note Orchestra. This is Dan. He plays guitar in the orchestra. I'm going to give you a bit of background and a bit of context, and then I'm just going to hand over to Dan. Note Orchestra is based in Brighton. Our main aim is to help people stay in recovery from drugs and alcohol. It's the first recovery orchestra in the world. So why did I set it up? Well, my background is actually in television. I was a TV producer, and I made programmes for the BBC and for Channel 4. And in 2014, I created a show called The Addict Symphony, which went out on Channel 4, and it saw 10 people in recovery work together with the London Symphony Orchestra to put on a big show in front of 4,000 people. And I was so moved by the participants in the show that I jacked in my TV career and became a social entrepreneur, basically a skint social entrepreneur. I saw the impact that music had on them, and I'm not from a musical background, so I think everybody thought, crikey, what is she up to? But anyway, I did it and I set it up, and we've been running now for about 10 months. So why set up in Brighton? Well, Brighton's a party town. Anybody who knows Brighton knows that. It's also been given a gruesome title of the drugs death capital of the UK. So it's got a really high drug and alcohol problem within the city. So most weeks there are 3 deaths in the city directly related to drink and drugs. So for a population of 250,000, that is extraordinarily high. So we want to stop people relapsing, and we do this by encouraging our members to come together to play music and to improvise together. It's incredibly effective and very simple. So how it works on the ground is that we basically compose all our own music. We're not interested in playing other people's music. It's really important that everybody has a kind of buy-in, and so we create it as a group. And every 10 to 12 weeks we perform our newly composed pieces to audiences in Brighton, and in our last concert I think we had about 200 people come in through the door. So the concerts really work towards destigmatisation within our community and kind of giving a public face to recovery. Showing what people can do when they come into recovery is really, really important. So, we have currently about 20 people who are associated with the orchestra at any one time. Sometimes that number grows, sometimes it goes down to about 15, and the impact has been absolutely phenomenal. We were independently evaluated by a woman called Dr. Carly Goldsmith, who found that all of our participants, Note Orchestra had quite a dramatic effect on their recovery and had kept them in recovery. So why are we worth supporting? Well, we've only been going for 10 months, as I mentioned before. We've won an award. We were given a Nesta New Radicals Award. We've been featured in The Guardian. Get us. And we've been endorsed by 3 local MPs, which has been really nice. So our local MP, Caroline Lucas, came to visit and has been fantastically supportive of Note Orchestra, which has been great. So I want you to visualise recovery orchestras all over the country, and because we know that music can help to save lives. So please give your support to Note Orchestra. £6,000 will help us launch a new guitar group, and this will keep us running for about 6 months. Anything over 6,000 will help towards core costs for 2017. We've got some really exciting ideas. We're working with Brighton University, all sorts of different projects we've got kind of coming up. So please help support us. So I'd like to hand over to Dan. He's been playing in New Notes since it began. He's now recently become a trustee, which is brilliant. So Dan, please tell the audience about your recovery journey and how Note has helped you.
Sure. Also just excuse me for the paper in case my brain has a little brain fart while I'm sort of going through it. Okay. I've been standing in front of class all day, but this is very personal, I'm going to say, okay, so and heartfelt. Before I faced up to my addiction, I'd been in hospital 3 times due to drinking. The doctors gave me not long to live. I used to drink 2 litres of vodka a day. I take that into work with me, and I'm a teacher. The kids never knew. I was so low that I wanted to commit suicide. I knew I couldn't continue functioning anymore, and I knew I couldn't change the predicament I was in by myself. That's where New Note comes in. For me, New Note has rekindled my self-esteem, which has developed my confidence. The confidence to play and create music. The confidence to be curious and express ideas. The confidence to simply socialize again. Confidence to be myself, be in my own skin. Addiction beat me up and left me isolated and very alone. From the inside of addiction looking out, it feels like I had no choice, no chance, and no control. From the outside of addiction looking in at someone in addiction, it can look like their choice. Like they've had loads of chances, and it's very much in their hands to take control and sort out their lives. The best way to help someone in recovery is to encourage that person to help themselves. New Note stopped me isolating by giving me the motivation to get out of the house, and in turn it's increased my mental health by reducing my social anxiety, depression, loneliness, the feeling of being a failure, and feeling unwanted on the unspoken edge of societal and family life. It's encouraged personal growth by meeting new people, helping each other, and in the process making new friends and networks with similar people in similar situations with similar goals. The benefit is infinite on my vibrance and my self-esteem. At moments when I was at my lowest and most in need of help, I had to somehow find my desire, nurture my confidence, and reconnect with life. New Note does all that and much, much more.